Hi again. I know it's been a while. You might also notice that I'm in a different space. I moved out of Bratislava a couple of months ago. I'm in a smaller town situation now, but I am right next to traffic, so you might hear that. And I'm working from a home studio, which is a much bigger space than I had before. Before I was in a really narrow traffic. Before I was in a really narrow, long room, like a shoebox, and now I have a really big open space. And I don't have a desk set up right now. I'm still in a little bit of limbo. Like, you're set up on a dining table at the moment, and my computer is set up on this children's desk. And this apartment that I'm in right now was vacant for a while, and there's a lot of work that needs doing, so we've been preoccupied with that stuff. And and also the exhibition, which is coming up this weekend. I think in the last video I mentioned that I've been working on an exhibition. I've been working on it since January, and it's called A Window Into, and it's opening this weekend at Arch Enemy Arts Gallery in Philadelphia. So if you're local to Philly, it would be cool if you could go. I'm stuck in Slovakia, so I can't go. But if you do make it, I would love to hear from you. There's a couple other artists that are showing at the same time as well. And it would be a really nice time, I think. I didn't record a lot of videos. This year has been a little bit of a whirlwind, and I was definitely just focused on trying to produce some work that I was proud of. So I talked about this on Instagram too, because I had to let people know about the exhibition coming up. And there's a lot of, I really hope that my work is an ode to how transformative books and stories are for us, our sense of self and identity and place and feelings. And I know it's important not to attach too much to our own narratives, but I think it's important to understand them. And I think that books and stories really are a window into the soul of another and ourselves. And I think this is what my whole series is about. And there is a list of stories and poems and songs that I can mention as inspiration for this series. And there's this quote that I came across on Instagram, I think a month ago, and it was from by Octavia Butler, who is an author who I really admire. Her work was her themes in the work that she made were resilience, and her characters always had to confront pain and overcome certain things. And in this quote that I saw on Instagram, it was from her book Parable of the Sower. I read it a long time ago, but the quote was, "The world is full of painful stories. Sometimes it seems as though there aren't any other kind. And yet I found myself thinking how beautiful that glint of water was through the trees." And it just really brought this current series full circle for me. I think that this bittersweet dance between joy and pain is something that I really think about a lot when I work, and I try to highlight it because I think it's something that makes life beautiful. I think this Alta book series in particular it's mostly an invitation to look inside and, to stand on the edge of the forest and gaze into the unknown. I think that is something that I repeat a lot in my Alta books. And many of you know that I'm not great with words, and I'm a little bit awkward about explaining things, but over the last, few years, I've really been focusing on maybe not so much a message, or maybe it is a message, I don't know, but it's before I felt like I was kind of a little bit all over the place, and now it's kind of like I've plucked something that really matters to me and something that I really want to expand on. I am actually really proud of this collection of books. There's only 9 of them total, and they're all going to be available through the gallery. So if anybody is interested in purchasing one or learning about pricing and things like that, you have to contact the gallery, and I'll just leave the details below for the gallery and the opening time and stuff. And yeah, I mean, now that that's finished, I am kind of floating around trying to figure out what to do. I have a book cover project coming up next month, so I'd like to be productive in between there. I did take a trip home to the UK a couple of weeks ago for a few days, and I was able to hang out with my brother and my nephew, which was really nice. This carpet is driving me insane, and I can't wait to tear it up and like, you know, usual moving stuff. But besides that, I'm doing okay. Yeah, and it has been an interesting year. I know I've kind of done a disappearing act, and I've kind of been in hermit mode again, and I think that's just the way that it's just the way that I am, really. It's just I kind of flow back and forth between wanting to say things and then wanting to hide, and that's just, that's just me. So, but I do want to try and be more active again. I know I say this every time after I come back. Now that I have time to make some work that's not part of an exhibition or a book cover project, for the time being, I will show you what I'm working on. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well. If you're still hanging out and listening to me, thank you. I appreciate you. So yeah, that's all I have to say, and I'm gonna end here.